Hello, boys and girls, and welcome to Dramatic Reading with Oliver and Zachary.
Hello.
Today, we have two short stories, novellas, whatever you want to call them. The first is The Sisters, the second is Compendium V1, both written by the mysterious and interesting Yoshyi Migi.
You're gonna start us off?
I believe we're going to start off with Compendium V1 today.
What we're gonna do is he's gonna read a page, hand it over to me, and then I'm also going to read a page, and vice versa.
The only problem with this is we're going to have to flip through every single one of the pages to get to the next page.
Okay, do you want to just read one of them and then I can read the other one?
That's a smarter idea.
Okay, hand me over one of those bad boys.
Okay.
Oh, I'll get to read the one called The Sisters.
Okay.
Alright.
Alright.
Do you want to go first or should I?
I'll go first. Gotta lubricate the mouth hole.
17th Night is sponsored by Pepsi.
A compendium of all known knowledge of Princess Diana's creations. Volume 1. This notebook was written by Elsie Stone as a guidebook for all...
You know what we're gonna do? I just realized something.
Yes?
Have you ever heard of the Eye of Aragon? It is a shittily written fantasy book. And there are dramatic readings of it, and how the dramatic readings work is you have to read them like we're reading them, but when you burst into laughter, you have to switch the book over to the next person.
Okay.
Hand that bad boy over, come on.
Okay.
And they continue from work.
Yeah.
Fuck, okay.
Shit. I'm
As
sorry,
a
Mitch, I love you. Don't hate us.
As a guidebook for all Path of the Moon believers, it is to be given to all new members along with one set of customary leather armor, one sword, iron, and one permanent place of residence. This guidebook will highlight the creatures you will find yourself facing in your night-to-night struggles, noting known history, known creation, and how they will attempt to murder you, among other things. To begin with the Creeper. The Creeper was the first recorded creation of the Princess Diana. Though said recordings are partially burnt, exploded, or fuck. It's actually well written. Fuck off, bitch.
It's too well written. That's kind of unnerving.
Page 2. It's at the end of...
Page 3. Among other things. Okay. Though said recordings are partially burnt, exploded, or for some reason chewed. These recordings list the creepers being born as, like the grass itself was coming to life, fusing to form some abomination of nature. It should be noted that this is most likely the cause of the creeper's green color, leading it to blend well with the earth around it. Maybe this also explains why they're so quiet. Grass is quiet after all. Take that shit.
Ah!
Grass is quiet after all. Oh, shit. I think I was on like page 5 or 6.
Yeah, I got to it.
Okay.
Fuck, I gotta... Anyway, it's likely that the Princess Diana built from what she knew, the grass being a ready source to make a new life. While it is unknown how they breed, it seems that their characteristic explosion is caused by an ignition of a substance known as gunpowder. It is possible, therefore, that the creepers aren't living things at all, instead simply walking bags of the stuff. Made out of grass. Fuck. Oh, the grass! Why?
Okay. Whew.
Page 7.
Yeah. Instead, simply walking bags of the stuff. The stuff being gunpowder, I assume. Made out of grass. Moving onwards. The spiders were always part of nature, which is probably why so many were caught off guard when the first of them turned against man. It's said that as the moon lowered, the spiders turned from their grazing of grass, a hunger for flesh in their eyes, as they descended upon the peaceful villages. Terrifying, really. It's notable that the spiders seem pacified by the sun's light. Perhaps Sister Sun doing her best to save her from favored race. What the Perhaps Sister Sun doing her best to save her favored race. Okay, to save her favored race. Us. However, anywhere the light doesn't touch, the spiders are free to hunt and kill. Be wary when you see one, but to preserve Diana's creations and not risk dying, leave them be in the light. Note, spiders can climb walls. Keep this in mind at all times. I've seen a few on top of the temple in the past. What the fuck? The giants. Dead. Gone. Buried. If you find a heart, report it to the caretaker. Remember that it's not worth risking your life over. What the fuck? What the fuck's the caretaker?
Pass it over, come on.
What the fuck's the caretaker? I don't know.
I have a sneaking suspicion that I know exactly what the Sisters is going to be about. Okay. Remember that it's not worth risking your life over. The zombies. When one of man dies, we fall for a time, only for the alluring call of a heart to wake us come the night. We rise with a hunger, or any of our kind we see. One of the Princess Diana's later creations, the zombie, is a simple being, one created simply by giving life and guidance from a giant's heart, buried beneath the ground. When the moon sets and the sun rises, their skin will burn in the light, without the call of the heart. Note that shade or rain can keep them alive, and water can help quench the fire. There's been talk of putting helmets on zombies to keep them alive, but I've yet to see it done. The skeletons. Not much to say about them. They're essentially zombies who lost all their flesh and skin, which for some reason makes them No, fuck! Ah! Next, okay. I don't remember what page it was on.
Shit. Okay. Here.
Basically, once you get to giants, it's 2 pages after that, I think.
Simply by giving life and guidance from a giant's heart, buried beneath the ground. When the moon sets and the sun rises, their skin will burn in the light, without the call of their heart.
Oh, no, keep going. Next one.
Note that shade or rain can keep them... Yeah. The skeletons, not much to say on them. They're essentially zombies who lost all their flesh and skin, which for some reason makes them all want to pick up bows and start shooting instead of eating/clawing. Skeletons seem to be a bit more clever, however, known to run for shade once the sun rises, whereas zombies will walk blindly through it. Oh, spooky sounds. Blindly through the light, uncaring of what it does to them. A theory I've had is that a skeleton is a zombie that stayed too long under the sun, that's had all its flesh burned away. Then, when the heart raises its next night, it's smart enough to stay out of the sun. The bow might be able to keep range and stay in the shade. I'm still working on that. That's all for Volume 1. I'll be working on Volume 2 in a short while, which should cover the Nether and various other things that want to murder you there and otherwise. Having a tough time writing at the moment. What with all these these plans against the church. So if you have any questions, just remember to look for Elsie Stone. My house shouldn't be too hard to find. Elsie Stone, Quartermaster.
Elsie Stone is the name of Mitch's
Yeah.
warband character, because I went with. Okay.
Now, do we do like the finger snaps at the end of it?
Okay. Oh, fuck.
That was The Compendium V1 by Yoshyi Migi.
Oh, holy white sun. Please do not let this book be about what I think it is. Amen. This is The Sisters by Yoshyi Migi again. They call us heretics, murderers, madmen. Perhaps we are all of these. However, if those titles are ours, then they are also theirs, twicefold. The monsters that roam this land were not always as such. During the days of harmony between Sister Sun and Princess Diana, both allowed the other one creation. Sister Sun made man, us. We came into this world, many, though few remain. The downfall of man was simple. Sister Sun made us with the need to grow, to shape the world for ourselves. The Princess Diana's creations were simpler, the pleasant beasts that roam the grass, growing fat and healthy, and living in unison with nature. However, with time, the princess began to realize what man did to the earth, how they tore down trees and shaped the ground to their own needs, so different from the animals she had made. Though the princess abhorred man, she simply watched for a time, tolerant how they remade the earth they were placed upon. This one's less funny. It was a time before the Princess Diana confronted Sister Sun on her creations, telling her how they ruined the earth they had worked so hard to create. In return, Sister Sun merely laughed away, delighted by her creations' achievements. The Princess Diana grew furious and broke their original rule. She created monsters, beasts that would tear apart man and our creations. The creepers, quiet time bombs to bring our houses down upon us. As we know, the stronger our houses we do build, the less chance we have of being killed.
Oh, fuck off.
For the stronger we have houses to build, the less chance we have of being killed.
It doesn't say that in this.
I wish it
Spiders,
did.
once gentle beasts, much like the cow or sheep, turned vicious under Diana's light to rip us asunder. And finally the giants, monsters that looked as us, only larger, and far more destructive. At first, there was no hope for man. We were born on a peaceful earth, with no knowledge of combat, and they felled us in masses. It took so long until we learned how to fight them, to craft swords and armor to defend ourselves. In time, the creepers were held at bay, the spiders slaughtered, and the last of the giants finally fell. Even as man fought back, Sister Sun learned of Princess Diana's treachery. She began to chase her, yet her sister evaded her, even as she has to this day. Perhaps this was what drove the Princess Diana mad. However, the hearts of the giants finally began to stir, answering the moon's psychotic call. As she raced through the sky, when her light shone upon them, they began to beat, buried deep beneath the earth, trapped in decaying bodies. Their beat called forth our dead, raising them as twisted, broken forms. They knew nothing but hunger, though man was never meant to take apart this earth. Though we simply do what we were born knowing to do. We destroy our princess's creations, without regards for its beauty. This is why we must join the cause of our monstrous brethren. Though they attack us, as they would any other man, we can understand. We shall do the same, pleading that the sisters find their harmony once more. The white sun has corrupted for 1,000 years. How many more sunrises will they see? I can't read this. This is blasphemy. Cast thee into the lake, never to see the eyes of man. I'm actually gonna take that. I don't want to destroy one of Mitch's books.
You get fucking pissed.
I shall hide away this blasphemous tome for all eternity, preaching the lies of this Princess Diana, Black Moon or whatever. We shall bask in the lights of our glorious white sun.
Praise be to the sun.
Praise the sun. something else.
And that was Dramatic Reading with Zach and Oliver. I hope you join us next time. Well, we will be reading some other fucking book, I don't know. Maybe the next compendium, if Mitch ever finishes writing it.
Unlikely.
Goodbye, and have a wonderful day.
And Justici just joined.
Yes, he did. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Keep